Empires on the Run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Why does the United States spend the largest percentage of GDP in the world on healthcare? Why do we have the highest cancer rates on the planet, the highest rates of diabetes, autism, and every other major disease? It all comes down to one thing. We are what we eat. Our food is devoid of nutrition and processed with poisons and additives. Our water is filled with toxic poisons and big pharma runoff. All of this has been engineered by design. We can turn the tide against the eugenicist by giving ourselves the nutrients our body desperately needs. To learn more, visit InfoWarsHealth.com. The site is literally packed with audio and video featuring top health professionals who don't bow down to big pharma. The fight against the New World Order starts with you, and you can't stand against the machine if you're sick, tired, and obese when you visit InfoWarsHealth.com. Be sure and check out the catalog with nearly 400 life-changing products and get free shipping when you sign up for AutoShip. Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gate, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro One filters today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139. In the last 50 years, iodine has been phased out of our staple foods and replaced with the halogen bromine, a practice now banned in nations around the world. Guess what else is in the halogen family? Fluoride. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here. In 1924, the federal government did the right thing and encouraged salt producers to add iodine. It's the good halogen on the periodic table, and the results are on record. Reports documented a 15-point IQ increase in areas that had previously been deficient in iodine. Bottom line, iodine is important. Unbound, clean, in a glycerin base. Nascent iodine was the answer for myself and my family. You will find Survival Shield Nascent Iodine exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWars Life Survival Shield Nascent Iodine isn't just for emergencies. I take it every day. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. It's a fitting song for Riley Martin being on. Take me to the center.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want to stop tyranny? Well, so does he. Live from the Infowars.com studios, it's Alex Jones.
Again, having Riley Martin on is an experiment where maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, we'll do something fun just to shake the show up. We're doing a lot of things, you know, getting the reporters, having special reports we air here. Had another talk show host on. I just don't want to do standard talk radio here. And I don't want to get in a fight with Riley. I want to reach out to him and, you know, talk to somebody that is an Obama supporter. In fact, I'm remembering why I wanted to get him on a few weeks ago now. It was how he was informed on a bunch of subjects we were talking about on the news, on the Howard Stern Show channel. But that then he would be an Obama supporter. And I wanted to ask him about Obamacare and things like that. And you're hearing it. He's buying what Obama's saying. And look, it doesn't mean then that we go vote for George Bush again. The Republicans helped write Obamacare. It's raising payroll taxes. It's doing all these things. And I want to go to a bunch of calls for you now, Riley. They'll be all over the map, but you can comment on what they say. and then I want to talk about your book briefly. But, I mean, really, you're obviously a smart guy. And I'm trying to understand why you think Obamacare is a good deal. Because if you actually read the bill, it's a nightmare. It's a giant wealth transfer, social engineering, government corporate takeover of health care from an already screwed up system. I'm not debating that. I mean, you think Obama's got your best interest at heart?
For the most part, I think he has my best interest at heart. But the man is swimming against the current with all of the dissension on Capitol Hill against him in the form of the Republicans and what have you. But he's doing the best he can, utilizing what he has access to do.
Okay. Now, how many times have you been around aliens?
I've been had 4 face-to-face meetings over the years. Now, if you read my book, The Coming of 10, you will find that all of these things that are coming about today, I have spoken of and warned of over the last 40, 50 years, and what have you. But you have to use your own judgment on that. We are not alone, good man.
Well, listen, I just wanted to get an average Obama supporter on here and, you know, get your, I mean, I wouldn't say you're average, but, you know, kind of an interesting fella to tell us. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Obama, people don't really know his provenance or where he came from. Is he really from Kenya? Is he really from Hawaii? All of that.
Well, I don't give a damn if he came from St. Louis.
I was going to ask you, did Obama really come from a pod?
No, I don't think so. You know, he's human like you and me.
What did Hillary, I mean the aliens, tell you about Obama?
They haven't spoke bad against him or anything of that nature.
What have the aliens told you?
Well, I think they like him.
They do.
Yeah, as the lesser of all other.
Should we create alien transgender bathrooms? Because, what was it, Facebook just put out like 50 new sexual genres, and you're racist if you're against them. Should we create special bathrooms for transvestite aliens?
Well, my goodness. As with any cognizant species, there are various different cross-gender and every other thing that is among them as well as among humans.
Well, if the aliens are real, then should we create alien bathrooms so they feel more comfortable?
Well, I mean, otherwise, they have bathrooms, and they work very well.
Oh, tell me about alien health care. Did you ever, did they give you any medical exams?
Well, the aliens have been here since pre-biblical times. Back during the time of this fable, Atlantis, Sumeria, and up through history, they have visited various different people, cultures, and places all over the world. I was told that Rachel Maddow is actually an alien, and that is a wig. She's actually a gray alien, and that is a wig on her head. Well, I wouldn't know about that, young
Or
man.
his head. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the proper? What is the name of the aliens you know again?
Biabians.
Is Rachel Maddow a Biabian?
Biabians come in all skin colors, from olive black to chalk white, and all the colors in between, much like the human race, human species.
I hear you. I just am blown away right now.
Right.
Are there any aliens in the U.S. government?
I am sure that since they were the ones who turned man from a hunter-gatherer, Homo sapien biped, into what we call human over time, that the bloodline of those aliens are in every race, creed, and color of mankind.
I mean, so we're part alien.
Oh, every one of us is part alien. There's 80% of your DNA we do not know what it is yet, anyway.
Well, that's true. Let me ask you a question. Well, just never mind. I just don't know what to say anymore. So I'm actually an alien is what you're saying. What do you think of...
We're all part, some fractional part of alien.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think of David Icke?
David Icke? Well, I mean, I'm not very familiar with his. What does he do?
Are there any aliens that aren't friendly? Or are those just Republicans?
Well, well, actually, we need not worry about the intentions of the aliens because we have nothing that they really want other than our being, creativity, and we are on the way to ultimately. He said, if I did not visit you, you would surely someday visit me. And therefore, I got to keep an eye on you in so many words and what have you. But man is getting along. He's no slouch. He's back engineered much of the things that he's found that the aliens have lost.
All right, well, we got Riley Martin on the Howard Stern Network here with us, and I just thought it'd be weird to get him on, and it's been interesting. Let's take a few phone calls. You know, I know about aliens abducting people, but I know the CPS is doing it, and Shauna from Kentucky called in about that. You've called in a few months ago when they were trying to take your child because I guess they said that you didn't have a big enough refrigerator or something. How's that going now, Shauna? You're on the air with Riley Martin.
Well, Alex, I'm going to tell you really quick, and I actually have something to say to him if I can, once I tell you this, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. First, I want to let you know that Kentucky tonight, on April 21st, I'm going to be debating Matt Bevin. And then on October, well, let me see the date here. So
what are you running for office? Are you running for office?
Oh, yes. And Alex, October 13th, I'll be debating the Allison Letterman Grimes. Alex, they try to keep me from running. They came after my daughter.
Well, listen, the best way for you to run for office and expose what the CPS is doing is announce what you're running for and where, or it does nothing.
Well, once I announced on your show that I was going to kick some butt, they came after me. I had to keep quiet. The day that I went to file, I was just praying that they wouldn't come target me again. And I left home early. I filed, and literally within an hour after the reporters all interviewed me, the lady called me frantic to get a hold of me so she could close my case.
Yeah, no, that's right. Exactly. Standing up against them, at first they'll threaten you, but if you keep persevering 99% of the time, in my experience, if you stay cool, they will run because they've got more kids to grab. And so they've got more families to ruin. And so they're going to want to move on to easier targets. So that's good news. I appreciate you. I'm going to move on now. What do you think of the state grabbing children? You know, Native Americans by the millions had their children grabbed and sent to re-education centers in the 1880s and 90s. That was the first eugenics program here. Why do you think that loving government ever changed, Riley Martin, to a loving helper?
Oh, well, my goodness. I do not trust those in power under any circumstances. I know that they're up to skullduggery anyhow. Nonetheless, I do not think that the trouble that besets this world is from anywhere other than this world. My goodness. Anybody listening to you now who is 60 years old or less, tell me, have they ever seen a winter like this ever before? I haven't, and I'm 67.
Well, there's a lot of geoengineering going on, and they say it's one of the coldest years in about 120 years. But no, the Earth used to be colder in the cycle. Now it got a little bit warmer. Now it's getting colder again. Do you think we should pay Al Gore carbon tax? Will that fix it?
Well, I mean, otherwise, we are putting millions of tons of hydrofluorocarbons and various other carcinogens.
But you know that a volcano, one big volcano, puts out more than all humans do in a year.
Well, my goodness. Oh, yeah, perhaps so. Nonetheless, we are adding to the situation of the decline of the planet Earth. And
well, I don't deny that.
Yeah, we are, definitely.
But, I mean, paying carbon taxes and shutting down our clean coal power plants when all the dirty ones are in China, that makes things worse, not better.
Well, of course. However,
what do you think of Al Gore? Do you believe it may be true that he's part man, part bear, part pig? Half bear, half man, half pig?
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Rush Limbaugh is half pig.
So Riley, when it comes down to it, you're on the Democratic team, and
no, I'm on the team of doing the right thing for the